You're listening to a new episode. From the French Riviera, here is your host.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is Jean-Christophe DIMINO, real estate podcaster and broker on the French Riviera. Thanks for sharing this content and, by the way, rating this episode. Today, focus on the most exclusive real estate market in Nice.
Avenue Gustave V.
It's actually hidden away in a quiet neighborhood of Nice where Belle Époque mansions sell for millions, yet barely anyone knows they exist.
That's fascinating, Jean-Christophe. What makes this hidden market so special compared to the flashier areas of the French Riviera?
Well, Jessica, we're talking about the Cimiez district, where these incredible private mansions from the late 1800s still stand, complete with ornate ironwork, stained glass windows, and the kind of architectural details you just can't replicate today. The European aristocracy built these as their summer retreats, and now they're some of the most sought-after properties in the region.
So tell me about the actual numbers. What does it take to buy one of these historic gems?
You're looking at anywhere from 6,500 to 12,000 euros per square meter, depending on the condition and location. For example, there's currently a 245 square meter mansion with a pool listed at 2.29 million euros. And that one actually needs renovation work. But here's what's really interesting. These properties rarely come on the market, and when they do, the transactions often happen very quietly.
That's actually not as expensive as I would have expected for such historic properties. What makes them such a unique investment?
Well, you're getting these incredible volumes. We're talking about homes between 200 and 400 square meters with ceiling heights that you simply don't find in modern construction. Plus, most come with these intimate gardens, sometimes over 800 square meters filled with palm trees and umbrella pines. But what's really valuable is the privacy. These properties are often tucked away in quiet cul-de-sacs off Boulevard de Cimiez.
That's quite different from what most people picture when they think of luxury real estate on the Côte d'Azur.
Exactly. There's no flashiness here. The luxury is all in the details, the craftsmanship, the materials, the history. These buyers aren't looking to show off. They're looking for authenticity and discretion. And interestingly, we're seeing a trend where some of these mansions are being converted into boutique guest houses or high-end professional spaces like cosmetic surgery clinics.
What about the challenges of maintaining these historic properties? I imagine updating them must be quite complex.
That's actually one of the key market dynamics. International buyers typically prefer properties that are already renovated, while local buyers are often more willing to take on restoration projects. You need specialized craftsmen who understand historical construction techniques, and every modernization has to be done with extreme care to preserve the original character.
Looking ahead, do you see this market changing significantly?
You know, what's fascinating is how resilient this market has been. While other luxury areas go through boom and bust cycles, Cimiez has maintained its value because of its unique combination of history, privacy, and scarcity. These properties represent something that's becoming increasingly rare in today's world, a connection to history and a level of craftsmanship that simply can't be replicated.
So it's really about buying into a certain way of life, isn't it?
Exactly right. When you buy one of these mansions, you're not just getting a property, you're becoming part of a continuing history. And in a world where luxury often means the newest and the flashiest, there's something incredibly appealing about this more understated, historically significant approach to luxury living.
That really puts things in perspective. It's almost like these properties are preserving a piece of French Riviera history that might otherwise be lost.
And that's precisely why these properties will likely become even more valuable in the future. As our world becomes increasingly modernized and standardized, these unique historic properties that offer both character and privacy will only become more desirable. They're not just homes, they're living museums of a golden age of architecture and craftsmanship.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
To know more about Jean-Christophe DIMINO's listings collection, go to dimino-properties.kw.com. dimino-properties.kw.com